Hey friends, welcome to my channel. Lately, I've been thinking about the trend in homeschooling recently and the fact that in America, so many new families are starting to homeschool. Whether they're doing that for their kids to have a tailored education or they want to have more time with their kids, or they're just not happy with the kind of education they've been getting, they are bringing them home to homeschool them. And we have been homeschooling for the past 12 years. I now have a 17-year-old and an almost 14-year-old, and it has been such a blessing homeschooling them. And one of the biggest benefits that I have found homeschooling our kids is that it gives us the gift of time. We have so much more time together because we are teaching them at home. And one of the best things about having them here at home is that we are able to make so many memories together. I can just, if there's something going on, I can be present. And if something comes up during the day, like they hear something on the news, or if they're going through something that is maybe not even related to academics, we can talk about that because we're all together. They're not in a different place all day. Or for most of the day. So we have those moments to talk, to connect, and I have all that time to pour into their lives. So that has been one of the biggest benefits of homeschooling for us. So another additional benefit of having them at home is that we have so much flexibility. We have a flexible schedule. And we can, go somewhere if we wanted to during the school day, or we can take some time off during the school year when everybody else is in school. And so the flexibility has been a huge benefit of homeschooling for us. And secondly, I know exactly what they're learning. It is the unfortunate reality today that kids are being taught different ideologies, and they are not being taught to think about them critically. It's not like they're being presented to them in a way where they have the opportunity to test them, to kind of weigh them and see whether they're true or not. They're just taught these things as if they are true and as if they are fact. And so some of these ideologies are unfortunately, they have deadly consequences. The young man who fatally shot Charlie Kirk believed in a lot of different things, such as, somebody who disagreed with somebody else, what is divisive, that beliefs are bigotry, and these are not isolated teachings or events. This is not something that happens in the most fringe parts of the country. These are things that are being taught to our kids in schools all over the country, and some of those kids are being radicalized, and so it's really, really important for us to know what our kids are actually learning. And by homeschooling, we can see, we know because we picked the curriculum, or our kids have given us input into what they like to learn and the materials they want to use. So we know firsthand the things that they're learning, and we can also teach them to think critically about those things. Even if something is presented in a book and it seems good, or in a video, even with a curriculum that we have chosen for them. We can talk about those things. We can teach them not to just accept everything that they see and hear, and to test things, to test them against scripture, to test them against logical thinking. So I think that is one of the most important benefits of homeschooling, is knowing what our kids are learning and being able to teach them how to think critically about the commonly accepted ideas of our day. And of course, other homeschooling benefits do include those academic ones, such as personalized learning. We can tailor their education to their learning styles, to how they learn best. We can hone in on their interests. We can help them express those passions and really take hold of what they're interested in and incorporate that into their education. It doesn't have to just be book learning and video lessons in a typical educational format, but we can incorporate their interests into their education and make it really well-rounded for them. And because homeschooling happens in the real world, our kids naturally pick up on life skills. They start to pick up on things like cooking and baking, budgeting, and even running a small business. And my kids have picked up on things like baking and cooking and sewing, and they have ample opportunity during the day to do those things that they like, to get better at them, and to develop skills that will help them in real life. So this isn't just knowledge that they're getting from a book or from a video. They are doing real life with me, with their dad every day, because we have that time, again, that precious, valuable quality time that I don't think we'd have otherwise if they were at school from 8 to 3 every day. They also have a safe and supportive learning environment. All kids learn differently, and there are some who are fit that more of a traditional school setting type kid, but there are others who do not fit that mold, and they think outside the box. They're big picture thinkers, and they need to be able to learn in that kind of way, even though it's different, and to be encouraged to learn the best way that works for them. So I have one child who is a big picture thinker and does think differently, but she has come to understand that is a huge blessing, and it's a gift that she has been given. It's just tailoring her education to fit the way that she thinks, and so homeschooling has given us the opportunity to do that. And so with homeschooling, our kids get that support, that respect. They are encouraged to ask questions, and this really reduces stress and anxiety. It helps kids feel more confident in their learning journey, because like I said before, not everybody has the same journey, not everybody learns the same way. And finally, homeschooling has led to stronger family bonds for us. It has strengthened our relationships, and I have been able to invest so much of my time and energy, so much of my being a mom into their learning, their interests, And because we are all together nearly all of the time, we have been able to really connect, really to understand each other, even though sometimes it can be frustrating, and it's not always rainbows and sunshine. But we have learned to cooperate. My kids have learned cooperation. They learned to get along despite, their differences, and they would really rather be, with each other than probably anybody else. They are each other's best friends, and so they've learned to bear with one another, and because they're not separated from each other all day at school. So homeschooling gives you the chance to not only teach your kids academics, but to make memories with them, to strengthen the connection with each of your children, and learn more about who they are individually, because you're with them a lot of the time, and you are trying to teach them the best way that they learn. So you are laser focused on their individuality because of that. And that just leads you to appreciate them more and see them for the unique individuals that God created them to be. So those are many of the benefits of homeschooling that I have found. And let me know in the comments if any of those have resonated with you. If you're just starting out homeschooling, let me know which ones that you are excited about the most. And thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are not just a mom.